Now moving on to the next question, limited liability partnership. Okay, limited liability partnership, it's actually a body corporate. That is, it is considered as a person in the eyes of law. Okay, it's legal fiction. So basically don't go into those kind of things. LLP is a body corporate. It is under the Act of LLP Act of 2008. So it can be sued as a person itself, like a body corporate, like a company itself. But the difference between a company is that the liability of each partner is limited. Okay, limited to the amount they invested. Okay, so A, B and C, say they started a LLP and A contributed 2 lakhs, B contributed 3 lakhs, C contributed 5 lakhs. Okay, 5 lakhs. Okay, so the profits also, they will have this equal share, but the liability also will be limited to the amount they contributed. Okay, so say a particular this LLP actually failed and they incurred a loss of 20 lakhs. Okay, 20 lakh loss. Okay, so this 20 lakh, 2 lakh will be paid by A, 3 lakh by B and C will pay 5 lakh, right? So total 10 lakh is being paid. But after that liability, say A has a home, say A has a car, say A has assets, land and all. That is safe. The personal assets, okay, the personal assets of each of these person are safe in an LLP. Okay, that is one important point regarding LLP. Another important point is that, say B committed fraud. A and C is not liable for that, action. Okay, only B is liable. Okay, so that is also another important difference with companies. In companies, every director, board of directors or the owners will have complete liability, right? So that is a issue, right? So but in LLP, this principle is usually followed. Okay, so just keep in mind that bit. Okay, it requires a minimum of 2 partners. It is correct. This is a fact. Okay, this is actually a fact. You need to know it. There is no cap on maximum number of partners. Okay, so this is also correct. This is actually correct. There is a limit on partners in the case of traditional partnership under the Partnership Act of 1932. Okay, there maximum of 50 members. A limit is given on the number of partners under the partnerships registered under Partnership Act of 1932. 50 member limit is there. Okay, audit is mandatory irrespective of turnover. This is actually wrong. Okay, it says that there is certain limits, like for example, like 25 lakh of contributions, 40 lakh of turnover. Okay, only LLPs beyond that limit need to submit audit. Less than that limit, there is no need for audit. So audit is mandatory for all LLP. It's wrong. Also, even if this is a factual statement, if you learn to read these kind of statements, audit is mandatory irrespective of turnover. So you can guess, shouldn't turnover be a criteria for deciding audit? Like higher LLPs or bigger LLPs should be audited, right? So learn to think like that. Learn to think for example, this is a regulator, right? So a regulator will think that a higher LLPs should have higher compliance. So please understand that bit as well. Okay, at least one designated partner must be Indian. Okay, this is actually correct. Actually correct. Here designated partner means what you can call as the directors. Okay, essentially designated partners are equal to directors in a company. Okay, so designated partner, at least one should be a Indian. Okay, so here only one statement is wrong. Option C will be the answer. Okay.